to Wines du Jour. We're in our last leg, if you will, with the show this evening, and we're having a good time tasting this Petite Syrah. And I have to tell you that Aaron Jackson has done a beautiful job with this Petite Syrah. This product was all grown in Paso Robles, just so that you know. Paso Robles is an area that is kind of warm in the daytime. This is typically, not exactly every day all year round, but most of the time it's warm in the daytime and cool in the evening. And what that does is it takes red grapes in particular and allows them to actually ripen a lot slower than normal. Do you agree with it that way, or how do you put it?
Well, it's called the diurnal cycle, and what happens is during the heat of the afternoon, the vine is producing all the components in the grape juice that make up a good wine. You know, not only sugar from photosynthesis, but acid and tannins and flavonoids. There's just a whole list of ingredients that go into winemaking naturally from the fruit. And but during the cold evenings, I've seen 60-degree changes, from day to night in Paso Robles consistently. Wow. During the summer. It might be 105 out and then get down into the 40s overnight. What that does is, the vine then has to metabolize some of the sugar that was produced during the day, during the cold of the night. So the sugar goes up and down, but everything else, the vine doesn't metabolize things like anthocyanins that give color and body, so they just keep going up and up and up. That leads to a really intense flavor, and it also, and this is something that it's hard to put into words, but if I've made wine in other regions like Napa and Sonoma, but in Paso Robles, it tends to, I like to say that the wines come with a year aging. Right off the start, right when you first press them and put them into barrels, they taste like they've already had a year in the barrel, and compared to other regions like Napa, and I don't know why. There's something in the terroir in Paso Robles that gives this real soft tannins.
Well, it certainly works well. It's a good product. Thank you. See, that's good information, isn't it? Yeah. Let me mention one other thing when we're trying to pair food with wine. Now, when it comes to something like this beautiful Petite Syrah, here is you're not going to read this in the book, but chefs kind of secretly tell each other, look for this in the food, and it'll go with the Petite Syrah. Now, I'm going to share it with you. You want to pair Petite Syrah with recipes that have anise in it, or pepper, as in black or white or red, and Chinese 5-spice. That's a hard one to work on, but Chinese 5-spice, whatever you make with that in there, and a little Petite Syrah, it'll be a pair. That's just something that you're not going to typically notice anywhere else. So, boy, we run out of time when we have a good time, don't we? I have to tell you, I want to thank you for listening to Wines du Jour, America's #1 wine syndicated wine and television radio show. And we're here at the same time each week. So if you've enjoyed this broadcast, tell everybody you know. If you want to know more about my favorite subjects, log on to my personal website, leskincaid.com, or go to Facebook or go to Twitter for all the current updates. I want to thank the entire staff here at Marbella's Tapas and Bar for their great food. I want to thank Stephen Felton from Paso Robles with Felton Cellars with great wines. And I want to thank Jeremy Knight, sitting next to me, also VAsian TV, for their work on putting this together. Thank you for choosing and listening to Wines du Jour from the left coast, from the east coast, and from all around the world on the internet and television. From Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Les Kincaid. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching Wines du Jour. We had a great time tonight. Told you Steve Felton was a very nice guy and he has some really, really good wine. And Marbella, an excellent place to come if you're coming to Las Vegas or if you live in Las Vegas on West Flamingo, about 2 miles from the Strip. Easy to find, great food, open every day. They've got all kinds of different specials that you could use as well, so don't forget. Thanks for watching Wines du Jour. Catch you next time, right here at the same place.
The Asian TV, the community channel for Asian Americans in Las Vegas.